Twice yearly, IT professionals gather in New York and Las Vegas to attend Interop, the industry's premier infrastructure technology conference. As a networking show, InteropNet has been the backbone of Interop, supplying some 13,000 attendees and 300 exhibitors with a reliable, high-speed network connection. Responsible for maintaining this 28-year reputation, UBM tech managers, Interop vendors, and volunteers gather at the Hot Stage facility in Brisbane, California to build this system from the ground up.
It originally started as essentially a plug fest for vendor interoperability. Over the years, it's developed into a platform that exhibitors and attendees will access and interact with as part of their user experience at the Interop event.
We basically want to be able to open up the back of those trucks, pull out our gear, roll it out on the floor, connect the fiber together, and you have a large production-ready network.
And then on site, attendees can actually do InteropNet tours or visit the classroom. So a lot of the learnings that come out of the hot stage process, the engineers put together classes so that we share that knowledge with the rest of the community.
The team hosts a number of classes throughout the week of Interop, as well as provide tours of the NOC facility. Knowledge sharing at this stage is key also, as hot staging can be rife with challenges.
One of the challenges that we always have is the logistics of it, because most enterprise networks have a life cycle that's calculated in years. The InteropNet's life cycle is calculated in days. So that's one of the challenges, is how do you build a network that is basically highly mobile, that you can put in quickly.
Because it's not just, oh, did you bring a laptop? And you probably have a smartphone too. And well, how many of those are there going to be? And from our perspective, at least from my perspective and people like me, that's the part that's interesting. How would you put this together and make it work in this environment?
And it's not just meeting the demands of the users that pose challenges. In a multi-vendor environment such as this, interoperability is a main focus. It is Interop, after all.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, we have competing vendors running side by side, but everybody has input into what we do and how we do it. And we do that because these guys are the experts in what they do and what their equipment can do and what it can't do and how it interacts with other systems.
It's nice to have an environment where we can push things to the limit, have a little bit of fun with it at the same time. You know, if we break things, that's okay. We get it all back together as a team, really make it work and have some fun with it all at the same time.
The real heart of the Interop show is that we have multiple vendors with multiple kinds of equipment all working together to create a production network that supports the show itself.
The level of collaboration here is undeniable. Ultimately, though, it is the attendees and exhibitors that will dictate success.
The end customer pretty much deems whether we're successful or not by their experience, and quite often we get a lot of positive feedback.
We love talking about the network, we love answering questions, so if you find yourself on the show floor, come by, you can stop by, there's a little help desk out front and say hello, and we'd be happy to give you a tour or answer any questions we can.
And maybe they'll even learn something.